Hello everybody, welcome back to Awesome Autographs and More. This is episode number 69. I got about 8 or 9 pieces of mail here today. A couple of RTSs, a quasi-private signing / TTM through PastPros, and then a number of other TTMs. So let's get started. First up is a item from the San Diego, California area. Excuse me. It is a 5-for-5 success in 113 days from Mr. Mark Williamson. I've seen a few other people getting him back recently. Try and get these. A couple of these don't show up real well. He signed them in black, which that one's not bad. Had 2 of those cards. I think these were the only 5 cards I could find of his when I sent these out, so I sent them all, figuring if he would sign them all, great. If not, that's also good too. That one's kind of nice. Signs it right along the pitcher's mound there. And then we have a 92, maybe 93, 92, I think, tops. That's Mr. Mark Williamson. He played from 1987 to 1994, all of his career with the Baltimore Orioles. And again, that's 5-for-5 in 113 days. Next up is from Pittsburgh, PA. And this is a 3-for-4 success in 28 days from Mr. Lynn Jones. And it's 86 tops, 2 of them actually. I think, and I honestly don't remember, but I'm pretty sure all I had were these 86 tops, so I think I had sent him 3 of them. So he kept one, or just decided he didn't want to sign all 3. And he signed my autograph card from representing the time he was with the Detroit Tigers. And he played from 1979 to 1986, 5 years with the Tigers and 3 years with the Kansas City Royals. Mr. Lynn Jones. Next up, I have a return to sender. Came back from Florida. It's actually postmark Atlanta, which is my area, which makes sense. From Mr. Storm Davis. That is the address that was on, I think I got this from SCN. Possibly Sports Collectors Forum. I don't really remember. But this is still the listed address on the websites. But the label here says unable to forward, return to sender, and it has the stamp. So I'll have to see what I can do about that. Actually, yeah, he was one of my more favorite players back in the day. Plus, I need him on my 1990 Leaf set, I think. So that was that. We'll follow up on that and let you guys know. Next is a package. I don't know where this comes from. It's a package that I sent for return. This is the PastPros. It is a 4-for-4 for Mr. Dale Murphy. This just looks like a date stamp. It doesn't say where it's from. I happen to know it came from Utah. And I'm dropping everything here on top of it, because he managed to send a few things other than the signed cards. So This is a long time in the making because I actually sent this request out to Mr. Murphy in October of 2022. And it just came back on October 28th of this year. So it's been a year. What happened was the first one apparently got lost. I sent it both ways, as you could see with the tracking. The original envelope got delivered to him, but the return never got registered with the post office. So if he put it in the mail, the post office never scanned the barcode to be able to track it. So it got lost. It never got back to me. And so I dealt with PastPros, and they had suggested that I send another package. They gave me the time frame to do it. So it actually, I want to say this went out to him maybe late June, possibly early July. I don't remember the exact date. But anyways, they came back signed this time finally. Different cards, obviously. I don't remember what I had sent the first time, but I think I had at least one really cool, more modern, kind of tribute card of his in the first batch. So obviously wasn't able to get that. But anyways, in addition to the 4 cards, he sent me a number 3 sticker. Kind of cool. Not sure what I'll do with it. But nonetheless, a little extra there. And he sent this collector's pin, whoops, which appears to be facsimile of the cover of a sporting news magazine with him on it. Also, very cool. Now for the 4 cards that he signed for me. Oops, there it is. So we got a old school Donruss Diamond Kings. This is from, I think it's the mid-1980s, 82, so early in 1980s. So that's a 1982 Donruss Diamond King. Came out really, really nice. 1990 Donruss with the Phillies. A 1990 Leaf, possibly for my set. I may already have one in there. I might have gotten him at a show at one point because the original request never came back. So I think I picked up one at a show, and then when this went out. So that gives me an extra one. One for the player binder, one for the set binder, I guess. And then we have this final more recent card of his, which is a 2008 Threads card, which is really cool. Came out awesome on the white background with the pale blue uniform. So that's Mr. Dale Murphy. Make sure there's nothing else in here before I toss it. Oh, gone. Okay, next we have a TTM, which is a 2 for 4. I actually sent 2 trading cards and 2 autograph cards. And he signed the 2 trading cards and not the 2 autograph cards on either side. So we have Mr. Bob Jones, who signed my 2 Topps cards very nicely in black ink. And then opted not to sign these. I don't know if he only signs, licensed cards or has a 2-card limit or why he only did the 2. But anyways, certainly works for me. Anyways, Mr. Jones played from 1974 to 1996. He had a couple of seasons where he did not play. And then he played 7 years or 7 seasons with the Texas Rangers and 2 years with the California Angels. Did not have any Angels cards, or I would have sent those, obviously. But anyways, 2 for 4 success in 32 days from Mr. Bob Jones. Next up, we have a return that comes from San Diego. This one's been out for a while. Longer than the others I received this time. Anyways, this is a 3 for 3 success in 133 days by NHL player and former coach, Mr. Randy Carlyle. He was a player from the 1976-77 season to the 1992-93 season. Played with Toronto. See if I can get this lined up right. There we go. Toronto for 2 seasons, Pittsburgh for 6, and then Winnipeg for 10. In addition, he coached from the 2005-2006 season through 2018-19 season. Coaching was 1 season with Montreal, 9 with Anaheim, and 4 with Toronto. And that's Mr. Randy Carlyle, a 3 for 3 success in 133 days. Okay, next up we have a, I can't tell where this came from, Tampa. Sorry, I think that's from a Tampa address, and I'm pretty sure it is given who it is because I know. But anyways, this is a 5 for 5 success with a $10 fee from Baseball Hall of Famer, Mr. Wade Boggs. Mr. Boggs played from 1982 to 1999, mostly with the Boston Red Sox. I guess those are the only ones that count. Played 11 years with the Red Sox, 5 with the Yankees, and then 2 with Tampa Bay. Love this card, and it came out really cool. He seems to have a thing about signing on his face, though, because almost every card has, he's managed to get his face, this one real well. Gets it a little bit there on that card. Little bit up there on that card, even a bit on my 1990 Leaf card. That is an extra one, because I know I already have him in my set. And this one came out the best, given that he didn't cover up his face. But anyways, this Mr. Wade Boggs. Again, a 5 for 5 success in 33 days. With a $10 per signature fee. And that's trash. Okay, next up I have a return to sender from Mr. Steve Walsh, NFL football player. It does have a forwarding address on here, so I will be resending this out. As always, I put the addresses in the description of the video. Not quite sure what this guy is thinking, but he actually moved from Florida up to Minnesota. It's like, I didn't think anybody would go from Florida to Minnesota. I guess unless you're a very big winter sports person. But anyways, so that will go back out, and hopefully you'll be seeing that come back as a success sometime in the not too distant future. Next up, last but not at all least, is a 3 for 3 success in 121 days from Mr. Erik Hanson. Mr. Hanson played from 1988 to 1998. He was a one-time All-Star in 1995 with the Red Sox. He played with Seattle for 6 years, then Cincinnati 1, Boston 1, and then Toronto for an additional 3 years before retiring. So we have this nice Fleer Ultra card, came out really, really cool. A 1990 Leaf card. I'm not sure if this is a extra or if I needed him or not. And we have a 88 Rookies card. I think it's 88 anyways. Can't tell. 1988, I'm going to call it an 88 Rookies card. Might be 89. And again, I'll flip through them because I'm not sure I was holding it correctly. And that's Mr. Erik Hanson. And that's it for today. I want to thank you guys for watching the video. Thank the athletes for their signatures on all these marvelous cards. They all came out pretty good. A couple of them were on the dark side, but other than that, they came out really nice. Anxious or very glad to have gotten them back. So again, thanks to the athletes. Thank you guys for listening. Please hit the like button over there. Also, if you're not already subscribed, you can do that over here. And ring the bell to get notifications of future videos. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. See you next time.